Hey guys, it's Ani. This is gonna be such an amazing video. This is a huge proof and movement for one of my clients, but this is huge proof for you watching that you have a desire for a reason. You don't just have your desire. You don't just want the specific person that you want. You don't just want the relationship that you want just because. This is that video. Okay, so I'm gonna share like a mini success of what's been going on, because my client wants to write a long detailed one, but she got huge movement she's been waiting for years. Now, she didn't know about manifesting for years when she came to me. When she started, I believe it's been, I don't even know how long it's been, but she didn't know about manifesting when she had the desire, and she was kind of like me. She was completely doing everything wrong, like going the opposite direction, not doing what you're supposed to do. But I will be sharing that with you, why you have the desire. This is that video. Like, your desire, when it manifests, you will understand completely, like, that this was all for you to level up and win. Okay, but I want you guys to get your drinks, get your snacks. I think, was it last video? My last video was like 50 minutes. Like, I didn't even know like it was that long, but so many of you appreciated a long video. My videos are always long because I just go with the flow, you guys. I just want to give you as much content as I possibly can. So you can start applying. If you guys have not checked out my community posts or the shorts, check it out. I share so many success stories in those too, like real quick, just reminders. And also in my community posts, I post real client comments and emails that they send in, success. So they also, I think the last one, she was like, if any of you are questioning your manifestation, persist. Thank you, girl, so much for sharing that. Like, obviously we're all here, we want, some push, some motivation, because maybe you're in a place or in a state of mind where you're like wondering if your manifestation is going to happen or not, right? So let's do that. But first, cheers to all of you. Happy Friday, happy weekend. It's going to be a good video. You're going to have an amazing weekend. You're going to have an amazing Friday. You're going to have an amazing month. You're going to have an amazing experience going forward. Please understand that you guys have your desire for a reason. Please understand that where you are currently does not determine, it's not the end all be all. Like, if you're in a place of lack, it does not determine anything. Like, you're not going to stay here. We're going to go forward. Do you know how many times I thought, oh my God, this is it. I'm never going to get my breakthrough. Oh my God, this is it. I'm never going to get what I want. We're all human. It happens. You're gonna get what you want. Okay? You just gotta do your end of it. Okay? You gotta do your part of it. Okay? So, all right, you guys. So I'm just gonna give you backstory. I will share the detailed success story when my client sends it in, but right now she's enjoying her life. And she's like celebrating this huge breakthrough. So no rush there, girl. But you guys, my client's been manifesting her specific person. Okay. This situation. So I believe they used to live in the same area, if I'm not mistaken, but this was years and years and years ago. This is when she first met him. It's been long distance. Okay, it's been long distance. Now, she wasn't always in a relationship with him. It was very on and off, so don't think it's been like years that she's manifesting. I know a lot of you get really worried when you're like, when you hear the word years, you think that they've been trying to manifest for years. No, that's not the case. They've been on and off as long as they've known each other. The whole time they've known each other, there has been a third party. So when we started working together, that was obviously the circumstance she presented. That was a huge trigger for her. She was always like, Ani, like, I've been told by this man that we're never going to be together because of there's the third party. The third party is going to make my life a living hell if I ever leave. It's just not going to work. Like, it's safer for me to stay and be like in this unhealthy relationship than to be happy, pretty much. So what that shows me, you guys, and I see this happen a lot, is a lot of the times when your self-concept's not on point, your specific person's self-concept is also matching. It's not always the same circumstances, but you can tell, like, it's maybe they're, like, if there's a third party involved, right? Maybe they're afraid to leave the third party because they're afraid of what the third party might do to them. They might, give them a really hard time. They may, like, if I don't know if they're married, they may make, like, you know, not allow them to see their kids anymore. Like, you know, we've all heard circumstances like that. So sorry if you guys hear Nico. He's bringing his baby. It's Tim. He knows. I feel like he knows you guys are watching, so he's showing his baby. Hi, Mama. Hey. Hey, look. Nico. There's Nico, and here's Nico's baby. Everyone meet Nico's baby. We have not named him yet. If you have a nice, cute name for this little fella here, leave it in the comment section. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mommy. Okay. He wanted his 15 minutes of fame, you guys. But yeah, so like I've noticed that I've gone through that actually in my situation with specific person, and I've also seen that a lot in clients as well. Like when they first start at a low self-concept, very feeling desperate, feeling needy, feeling like they're super hopeless, super cringe, obsessive, and not all neediness looks the same, so it doesn't matter. But I've noticed when you're coming off like that, obviously everyone's you pushed out, but you don't realize that everyone's you pushed out in that moment, so you don't know what's happening. You view what the specific person's presenting to you as circumstances. You view those circumstances as end all be all, but you don't understand that the reason, like, okay, they're afraid to leave, or they're not confident enough to leave, or they're not confident enough to choose you right now, or maybe they're not ready for the relationship. They have a lot going on. If this sounds familiar, comment down below. That's all reflecting your low self-concept. So when you have a low self-concept, or when maybe you're afraid of relationships, maybe you're afraid of getting hurt, maybe your relationships have gone sour in the past and it's been a reoccurring thing, and your self-concepts are reflecting that, they're going to reflect it back, not always with the same circumstances. So keep an eye out with that. This is gold, by the way. Like, it took me a long time to recognize this with my specific person. Once I started leveling up, and I really help you do that in my self-concept course. If you guys need something more than these videos, I guide you through that. And so many of my community posts are actual client successes that they're sending in from it. So obviously I'm going to share it. Like, they're getting success. They want me to share it. I'm going to share it, you guys. But I've noticed whenever we go from a client having a low self-concept and we build it up, or even within myself, I noticed that person reflects it back onto you. Not only your specific person, but everyone as you pushed out. So you may notice even other people showing you your self-concept back to you even before your specific person, because you don't have resistance maybe to those people, but you have resistance with your specific person. So it may take a little fine-tuning with specific person, but eventually they show it. So the people in your reality are always projecting back onto you things you may need to work on. Either you may need to work on within yourself. Maybe you feel like you have those assumptions about yourself, right? Or you have those assumptions about the person that's supposed to show you correct behavior, but they're not, right? So for example, what do I mean by this? Self-concept and you leveling up so that they show the projection back onto you. It's not always just about you. Like, for example, it is about you, but it's not always about you. So let me explain. So you may have a great self-concept in all areas of your life, right? You may have very good feedback from your 3D reality in almost all areas of your life: work, money, friends, family, right? But let's say when it comes to relationships, like let's say you feel good about yourself, but you have an assumption that this person doesn't want me. Oh, or this person told me that they have a third party, they're never going to leave the third party, so that's that, end all be all. So that's the assumption. And every time you go back to this person, whether in your mind or in your 3D, that's the drum you're beating. So it's gonna keep, you're like in this cycle, like this never-ending cycle of just one assumption, and it never changes. It never changes because you never change your perspective of that person, or you never change what you feel like you're gonna receive from that person, or your perspective about you in relationships. Okay, if that makes sense, comment down below. He's just chilling. He's watching me. He's my security guard over here. So that's that. But so her circumstances were, he's never going to leave third party. He wasn't confident enough in leaving third party. He thought if he left the third party, she would make everything a problem. She's threatened that before, like the ex has threatened that before. So there was all these circumstances, but really what was going on is my client just truly believed that all these assumptions were just true because she's heard it from that person, and she's never thought about it in any other way. She's never thought about it of, hey, what if it were to play out this way? Wouldn't it be nice if this? Wouldn't it be nice, right? So that's normal. That's normal, because once you hear news from someone, when have we in the past, like, let's be real, you guys, when have you, before understanding manifestation, when have you ever thought about things in your favor when they were presented otherwise? Right? If someone just said no, if someone just showed you, no, this is the end all be all, you're like, oh, okay, that sucks, but I can't do anything about it. You never truly knew, maybe, or maybe you did know. I mean, everyone's different, but we never really practiced that. We never practiced changing the perspective. We never really used to practice, like, seeing it in a different way. Hey, what if this were to turn out in my favor? Because you were never taught that you have a desire for a reason. That is huge, you guys. We were never told we have desires for a reason. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but coaching hundreds and thousands of people at this point, That's what it is, like a reality. Like, when would we ever think, like, oh my God, I really want this? You know what? It's meant for me then. It's meant for me that I really want this. That means it's supposed to happen if I really want this. No, we've always been, oh, I really want this. Okay, let me see how it goes. Oh, I'm getting unfavorable results and evidence and circumstances in my 3D, so maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe this is not the one. Maybe something else or someone else. Maybe this is just the one that got away, or the timing was off, or our horoscopes are off, right? If you get me, comment down below. If this is helping, comment down below. So the reason you have a desire, you guys, and Neville talks about this all the time, but honestly, whether, like, I'm a person that really goes with experience. Like, I'm someone my whole life, even though I've read all of it, like Neville's quotes and everything, all the books and all the gurus and all the manifestation coaches, like, which is all amazing. But I'm always like, I'm convinced when I feel it on my own skin, right? And sometimes that's really good and sometimes that's really bad, because just learning from what you read should be enough, right? But we're human, so we learn when we feel it on our own skin. So from personal experience, I've understood that you truly have your desire because you're meant to experience that. And what do I mean by that? So in your subconscious mind, in your reality, there are infinite possibilities. Infinite. I'm talking like, when you look at the sky and you see all those stars, like, imagine each one of those stars being a different reality you can experience. Or I always talk about it like freeway lanes. If you've watched my old videos, like lanes on the freeway, each one takes you to a different destination, but imagine that being infinite. So what happens when you experience something in your reality and you're like, oh, I like that person. That person makes me feel a certain way inside and I really like it. I'm really feeling connected. I'm really feeling drawn to this person. And then you start imagining, oh my God, imagine kissing this person. Imagine being with this person. Imagine marriage with this person. Imagine babies with this person, right? Like, your brain starts going 1,000 miles per hour and you feel this emotion, you feel this desire. That's your whole being, your higher self, your subconscious, your conscious. That's everything telling you, hey, guess what? That reality is right waiting for you. We put that person there for a reason. You cross roads with that person for a reason. We didn't just plop that person there just because we know what you're yearning for inside. And that works with opportunities as well. That works with money as well. Like, for example, like, you're in a room at the right time on the right day. Like, those things are not coincidences, you guys. You don't meet people just because. You're not there at the right time to cross roads with that person, to speak to that person, to get that opportunity, to get that job offer, to date that person, to get their number. You're not there just because. Your subconscious mind, your whole world is playing this chess game. And it's like, what does this player want? Boss. What does boss want right here? Okay. Oh, it wants this. Okay, so tomorrow when they go out on their little chess, I'm thinking in like 3-4 different languages at once right now. Chessboard, chessboard, chessboard. Tomorrow, if boss, so this is your subconscious mind talking, okay? This is your universe talking. Okay, so tomorrow when boss goes out on their chessboard, how should I say? Have you guys ever seen this picture? And this is not meant to be like religious, but have you ever seen Have you ever seen the picture of my SP is in my ear right now? Like my SP always used to tell me this, not this analogy, but this about this picture. Have you ever seen that picture of like Jesus or like God playing chess? So imagine I'm this is just an example. Please, no one get your panties in a twist. Imagine I'm God as you're watching this, right? And here is, oh, this great journal, by the way, Barnes and Noble. Like literally, you can journal your life away. Anyway, God, your reality, your holographic universe, right? You're just a little little character. Okay, damn. You guys know what I mean, right? All right. This is you. Main character. Sorry, my hands are shaking. This is you. You are the main character. All right. There's all, oh, that's bigger. Right. There's all these other little players and characters in your movie, okay? But that doesn't happen in real life. You stay on the board, okay? So here's you. Here's all your little characters, okay? And here's God watching the whole thing, all right? Or universe, whatever we want to call it. I'm just going to put them flat, okay? Because we don't have time for that. God, your subconscious mind, your power, your everything, whatever you want to call that, whatever you want to call the force giving you the desires and bringing you the desires and all of this, okay? Main character here. It knows because it goes through it. You are God experiencing this whole thing, okay? And all these little characters on your chessboard, okay? So it knows, okay, you're gonna want to go and fill gas at this time, at this place, while I put this other character also filling gas at this time, this place, and you guys are miraculously gonna bump into each other. Cool? Cool. You guys are miraculously gonna bump into each other and you guys are gonna vibe. You're gonna get the number or this or that. However you met your SP, however you meet the job opportunity, however you meet the new boss, the new whatever it is, you get my drift right here. Like there's a force controlling from an area, like if you can imagine this, I'm just saying what I can see in my mind, like best visualization of how to explain this. There's a force playing chess to get you what you want, moving this pawn to this, moving this person to here so you can cross roads. It's doing that, but it's also sending thought transmissions out to your specific person. So just in case if you can't see them, if you're long distance, just like my client was long distance with her specific person. And that was a circumstance for her. It was a circumstance. There was a third party. It was a circumstance. He would say that, oh, we got to wait for, we have to wait for my child to be a certain age and then maybe we could be together. So it's just easier that way. Like all these things, obviously it was a projection of how she saw all this to be realistically in her mind. And she was going with that for a very long time until we started working together. And you guys, I am happy to say, like, I am so happy to say, when she was sharing it with me on session, I was just like, what? Because we know that that's what we're working towards and that's what's going to happen. But the way that game is played and the way everything unfolds is better than you can ever imagine. So stop trying to control, stop trying to manipulate how these two come together. Stop trying to manipulate how the pawns are moved for the king to get to the queen, or for the queen to get to the queen, or for the king to get to the king. You get my drift. Okay? Stop trying to control how the coming together happens. You just got to control the game inside here. You got to control what you believe to be true about yourself, and what you believe to be true about the other person's feelings towards you. And I get, for a very long time, I thought, because of the circumstances I received, because of the evidence I received, for a very long time, I thought SP's just not going to push through. SP's just not going to make it happen for him and I to be together. Just like a lot of you think, they're not going to push through to make it happen. Maybe they're with someone else. Maybe it's better with them. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. All these circumstances are rolling around in your head. But what you need to do, for those of you asking, oh, but what do we do? Okay, what did your client do? Listen, what you need to do is every single time that old story pops up, instead of you confirming it, oh yeah, you're right, because yeah, my SP said this, yeah, because my SP said that, well yeah, 3D does show this to be true. Stop doing that. You're inviting a thought, like you have a thought, right? And remember, we don't have to pick and choose every thought and play with it. You don't have to do that. The thought pops up. Why are you confirming it every time? I know why, but I'm just saying, like, so you feel that in you. Stop feeling it real every time. Stop confirming your 3D evidence as, yeah, that's true, those are the circumstances, we can't be together. Stop it. In that moment, I rather you get your notebook out and, how well could this go? Ask yourself that question. How better can this get? How much better can this get? It can get better. It can get better. You are thinking from a limited point of view because you're thinking only from inside the box, whatever you received. You're not thinking outside the box. I challenge you, every time a thought like that comes up where you're going to be pushed to feel the circumstances real and against you. I challenge you, every time you do that, every time it comes up, instead of that, go get your journal out and write out what your desired version of this person would think of you right now. What he's meditating right now. I don't know if you guys could see. Well, not anymore because I pointed it out, but if any of you guys have cats, do you know that they meditate? And if they do, what is your experience with them? If you have any type of knowledge, let me know. So every single time a thought comes up where you are pushed, you are feeling like you want to just go over all the circumstances all over again and confirm why this can't happen for you, I rather you write in your notebook, what would your person, the desired version of your person, be thinking of you right now? What thoughts would go through their head? The desired version. Switch it up a bit. Like, when I was manifesting my SP, I used to actually think about this person afraid of losing me. How would that feel? How would it feel, them being afraid of losing me? Like, damn, like, what if Ani's slipping through my fingers? What if I'm never going to be with her again? What if another guy's trying to talk to her right now? What if another guy's trying to text her? What if another guy's trying to take her out? What if, even if she doesn't like the other person that she may or may not be talking to, what if they convince her that they're good enough. They're worthy enough that she should pick them. And what if I lose her? Do you see how those are completely different realities you're playing with? So try that, you guys, try that. I know some of you may try that, and God bless you. And some of you that won't, still, God bless you. But I used to be like that. I used to be like, I'm just going to listen to this video. And I would either listen or read the advice or understand, like, oh, okay, Neville's saying that your desire desires you for a reason. Like, I would get it, but then I would be like, yeah, but I'm not gonna, I don't want to change my thought right now. I don't want to change my perspective. Like, let's actually think about all the ways that this can't work. And I wouldn't do it on purpose. It would just happen. And I feel like a lot of you get what I'm saying right now. So if you are, comment down below. But apply what I'm saying. I'm not saying it for fun. I'm not just saying it for fun so you have something to do over the weekend. I'm literally saying it because you have a choice in every moment to pick and choose which reality you're playing with. So whichever thought you pick and choose and whichever one you marinate on is going to determine how the universe, your subconscious, how God brings these two together or pushes these two away. Because if you're thinking from lack all the time, dominantly, this God, which is you, by the way, it's your subconscious mind. But just, if you can just imagine it this way, this force is literally like, wow, you're thinking that this isn't going to happen because of what they said in your old 3D per your old self-concept. Fine. If that's what you say, your subconscious mind. Because remember, this God right here is connected to your mind. It's just like, it's the one doing the work, but it's connected to your subconscious mind. So it's getting all the thoughts, all the stories, all the stuff from you. Okay? And it's literally like, imagine it's literally listening to you from an intercom, right? Is that an intercom? Whatever. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay. Imagine it's listening to, Jesus Christ. These people are going to be doing what they're doing laying down, okay? We're not standing them up anymore. They're tired. They have sciatica. They're doing whatever they're doing laying down. Imagine you're on intercom and this is the force. Like, this is still, you are an extension of God, okay? So this is still, this is your extension. But your extension is listening to your mind, and your mind is saying, oh, but those circumstances, they told me, oh, but this person wants to still stay with the third party because third party is gonna, make their life a living hell if they choose me, and they're not gonna do it, and and this force is listening to the story and it's taking direction, and it's like, I didn't want to do that, but you're the boss, and all I'm hearing is lack. Okay, now when you do what I tell you to do in this video, or do it whatever technique gets you to that state of mind, to the perspective that you desire, to the end that you desire, whichever takes you there mentally, where you could play with it a little bit in your head, maybe imagine, visualize, whether it's inner conversations, whether it's affirmations, whatever it is, whatever could take you to the desired outcome a little more. Your subconscious mind, which is the extension, is like listening. All right, so you're thinking of this, that it could happen. This person could possibly think of you as worth it. This person could possibly think of you as, you know what, screw it. I don't have to wait until my kid's a certain age to be with you. Hey, I don't have to wait for certain things. I'm confident enough to show up for you right now. The 4 is bringing you two together. It's like, okay, cool. Good job. Good job, boss. You're getting a hang of this. Now, once your self-concept is high, or it's leveled up, and you maintain this way of thinking, you stay together. You maintain the relationship. Most of us go hot and cold thoughts, right? So it's like, mm, 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 mm. And in between, when you're getting those hot and cold thoughts, my clients, because there was in between with my client too. There was my client was, so she went from not seeing him for a really long time, and then we were working on them visiting each other. So she would manifest like him to change perspective so much, where he was like, I want to see you, like, come stay with me, or we'll get a place, you stay with me, whatever, like I'll come with you, whatever, like I need to see you, I need to spend time with you, I need to be with you. And this was not happening prior. So that would happen. They would see each other, and then he would still say things that indicated that he may not pick her. And in that time, because she was still working on her self-concept, she would get hot and cold, and she would feel like, oh my God, we were together, and then now I'm thinking about, oh, I'm taking in what he's saying, and then this is happening, and this is happening. Like, so I hope you guys, does this all help what I'm doing? I feel like I'm talking to a friend, and this is how I would explain to a friend. So if it helps, comment down below. So again, that's when you get the hot and cold behavior, when you get the questioning, when you get the doubting, that's fine. That's fine. If you've seen my other videos, it's okay if you get, you're human. It's okay if you get thoughts like that. It's okay you don't feel perfect all the time. That's fine. But remember, dominantly, so you can maintain, the perspective stays dominant, the results stay dominant. Okay? You guys, I hope this video helps. I feel like I was all over the place, but I hope this helps. I hope this story of my client literally, oh, by the way, did I even say like what he said? So when we met, she literally told me that her SP said that you're the only one I want to be with. I've already planned it all out. I've planned all of it out. You're the one I'm choosing. We don't have to wait until this circumstance happened. But I'm not going to share so much because I want you guys to hear it from her own story. Like, I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin the details. So he literally professed she's the one after all this time of not being sure and rejecting. I hope this video helps you guys. If you need any of my courses, comment down below. Links are going to be in the description. If you had any movement so far, any aha moments, comment down below. I will see you guys in the next video. If you need any help getting courses or sessions or anything like that, either email us or comment. You will be helped. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.